From humble beginnings to revolutionizing the automobile industry, the story of how a farmer boy founded one of the most iconic companies in the world is nothing short of remarkable. Join us on a journey back in time as we explore the life of Henry Ford and how his innovative spirit changed the world forever. Get ready to be inspired by the incredible story of a man who turned his dreams into reality and became a legend in his own time. This is the story of how a farmer boy founded Ford. Ford's career. Henry Ford's early work experiences laid the foundation for his future success as an entrepreneur and inventor. At the age of 16, he began working as an apprentice machinist in Detroit, Michigan, where he learned about mechanics and engineering. Over the next few years, he worked for several companies as a machinist and engineer, including the Westinghouse Engine Company and the Edison Illuminating Company. In 1891, he became an engineer for the Edison Illuminating Company and was quickly promoted to chief engineer. During his time there, he became fascinated with the gasoline engine and began experimenting with building his own. He eventually left the company to pursue his own inventions and founded the Detroit Automobile Company in 1899, which was later reorganized as the Henry Ford Company. This company eventually became the Ford Motor Company in 1903, which revolutionized the automobile industry with its innovative and efficient production methods. Founding the Ford Motor Company. Henry Ford's experience working in the automobile industry and his passion for innovation and engineering led him to found the Ford Motor Company in 1903. At first, the company struggled to establish itself as a major player in the industry, but Ford's determination and his commitment to making affordable automobiles for the masses eventually paid off. One of the keys to Ford's success was his development of the Model T, which was introduced in 1908. This vehicle was designed to be reliable, efficient, and affordable, and it quickly became a huge success. Over the next several years, Ford continued to refine his production methods, introducing new technologies and processes that made automobile production faster and more efficient. In 1913, Ford introduced the assembly line, which allowed for the mass production of automobiles at a lower cost than ever before. By using specialized machines and assembly techniques, Ford was able to drastically reduce the time it took to build a car, making them more affordable for the average consumer. By the 1920s, Ford had become one of the most successful and influential companies in the world, and Henry Ford had become a household name. His innovative spirit and commitment to making affordable products for the masses had revolutionized the way goods were produced and distributed, setting the stage for the modern industrial economy. Impact of Ford's innovations. Ford's innovations, particularly his development of the assembly line and mass production techniques, had a profound impact on the automobile industry and on manufacturing more broadly. Prior to Ford's introduction of the assembly line, automobile production was a slow and labor-intensive process. Each car was built by hand, and it could take weeks or even months to complete a single vehicle. This made cars very expensive, and they were primarily a luxury item for the wealthy. With the introduction of the assembly line, Ford was able to drastically reduce the time it took to build a car. By breaking the production process down into smaller, specialized tasks and using specialized machines and tools, Ford was able to greatly increase efficiency and reduce the cost of production. This allowed Ford to produce cars at a much lower cost, making them affordable for the average consumer. The impact of Ford's innovations was not limited to the automobile industry. His methods of mass production and efficient manufacturing became a model for other industries, and they helped to transform the way goods were produced and distributed around the world. The assembly line became a symbol of modernity and progress, and it continues to be used in many industries today. Overall, Ford's innovations had a profound impact on the world of manufacturing and on the global economy. They transformed the way goods were produced and distributed, making products more affordable and accessible to people around the world. Expansion of the Ford Motor Company. After the success of the Model T and the introduction of the assembly line, the Ford Motor Company expanded rapidly, becoming one of the most successful and influential companies in the world. One of the key factors in Ford's expansion was his commitment to making affordable cars for the masses. He continued to innovate and develop new technologies that allowed for more efficient production and lower costs, enabling the company to produce more cars at a faster rate. Ford also expanded the company's reach beyond the United States, establishing factories and sales networks in Europe, South America, and other parts of the world. This helped to make Ford a truly global company, and it cemented the company's position as one of the world's largest and most successful automobile manufacturers. In addition to automobiles, the Ford Motor Company also expanded into other areas, including aviation and electronics. In 1926, Ford established the Ford Tri-Motor airplane, which became a popular choice for commercial air travel. The company also began producing radios and other electronic devices, further expanding its reach and influence. Overall, Ford's commitment to innovation and his focus on making affordable products for the masses allowed the company to expand rapidly and become one of the most successful companies in the world. Today, Ford remains a major player in the global automobile industry and continues to innovate and develop new technologies to meet the needs of consumers around the world. Philanthropic efforts and contributions to society. Henry Ford was known not only for his innovations in the automobile industry, but also for his philanthropic efforts and contributions to society. He believed that businesses had a responsibility to serve the community and that they should use their resources to make a positive impact on the world. One of Ford's most significant contributions was his commitment to paying his workers a high wage. In 1914, Ford announced that he would pay his workers $5 per day, which was more than double the average wage at the time. This was a bold move that helped to set the standard for fair wages and working conditions in the United States. Ford also established the Ford Foundation in 1936, which has since become one of the largest philanthropic organizations in the world. The foundation has provided funding for a wide range of initiatives including education, health, and social justice programs. In addition to his philanthropic efforts, Ford was also committed to promoting peace and understanding between nations. In the aftermath of World War I, Ford embarked on a peace mission to Europe, meeting with leaders and advocating for disarmament and international cooperation. Overall, Henry Ford's philanthropic efforts and contributions to society were an important part of his legacy. He believed that businesses had a responsibility to serve the community, and he used his resources and influence to make a positive impact on the world. Today, the Ford Foundation continues to carry on this legacy, providing funding and support for initiatives that promote social justice and improve the lives of people around the world. Legacy of Henry Ford. Henry Ford's legacy is far-reaching and encompasses his innovations in the automobile industry, his contributions to society, and his role as a cultural icon. Perhaps his most significant contribution was his development of the assembly line and mass production techniques, which revolutionized manufacturing and allowed for the production of affordable goods on a massive scale. This paved the way for the modern industrial economy and helped to create the middle class as we know it today. In addition to his innovations in manufacturing, Ford was also a committed philanthropist who believed in using his resources to make a positive impact on the world. He was a champion of fair wages and working conditions, and established the Ford Foundation to support a wide range of social initiatives. Finally, Ford's legacy extends beyond his accomplishments in business and philanthropy to his role as a cultural icon. He was seen as a symbol of American ingenuity, and his innovations helped to create the image of the United States as a leader in technology and innovation. His legacy continues to inspire new generations of entrepreneurs and innovators who seek to create positive change in the world. Overall, Henry Ford's legacy is one of innovation, entrepreneurship, and philanthropy. He was a visionary leader who changed the world with his ideas and innovations, and his impact is still felt today in the automobile industry, manufacturing, and society as a whole. As we wrap up our journey through the life of Henry Ford, we are reminded of the incredible impact that one person can have on the world. From humble beginnings as a farmer's son, Ford went on to revolutionize the automobile industry and become one of the most iconic figures in American history. We hope that this video has given you a glimpse into the remarkable life of Henry Ford and his impact on the world. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more inspiring stories of innovation and creativity.